The wedding guest list. Let the fun begin. Let's split this into 4 parts. Part 1, so you have a rough idea of who you want to invite to your wedding, so you can start populating the sheet. At this stage, you can start by inputting first and last names into columns B and C. You'll notice the numbers in the top left-hand side of the sheet don't change. Don't worry, we'll get to that in parts 2 and 3. As a disclaimer, please don't change these cells as the sheet will break. Now you have your long list, you're going to want to start to tier these. As a helpful reminder, we cover this in page 64 of the Copy My Wedding, the ultimate DIY wedding planner ebook. For argument's sake, let's say that Tier 1 comprises of your immediate family members and closest friends. Tier 2 may include extended family and colleagues. Tier 3 may be acquaintances or people you would like to have but aren't necessarily a priority. Once you've tiered your guests, you can identify how many spaces you have left to allocate. You can also use columns L and M to identify who the guest belongs to, bride or groom. You don't have to take our tiering suggestions. You can create your own or scrap it completely, but just think of a way to organize and prioritize your guests. On to part 3. Now that you've tiered your guests, you can start to send out invitations. Whether digitally or physically, you can start by capturing the key details in this tab. Once you've sent an invite out, you can mark this in column O. You should now start to see movement in cell C3. The number in cell C5, confirmed guests, will only start to become visible once your RSVP has been received, column P. You can revisit your original list in part 1 to allocate any waiting list spaces in line with your overall guest count. And finally, part 4, so you have all of your guests confirmed and invites sent, you can start to populate the catering/allergies information and to be seated with information to help make your next task easier. The seating plan.